Maine drugs are awesome for ruining lives. Drugs in Maine are a major downer. Between parents dying and kids being displaced, it's time for a change. The CDC reported 46 people die per day in the U.S. from overdosing on prescription painkillers. In the Northeast, especially Maine and New Hampshire, they had the most prescriptions per person for long-acting extended-release painkillers and for high-dose painkillers, according to CBS. The number of children removed from their homes in Maine because of a parent's drug problem or abuse has been on the rise with the worsening drug epidemic. The Associated Press received data through a State Freedom of Access Act request showing that the State Department of Health and Human Services removed 440 children from their homes in 2015 because of a parent's drug abuse, just over half of all children removed from their homes that year. The number was up from 282 in 2009. These numbers keep rising, according to Channel 6. According to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration report, 386 of every 100,000 residents aged 12 or older were admitted for treatment of painkiller addiction in Maine in 2008, more than 8 times the national rate of 45 per 100,000 people. According to the Portland Press-Herald, a new law in Maine limits opioid prescriptions for chronic pain to just 30 days, compared with 90 days under current law, or old law. In addition, the law limits prescriptions for short-term pain treatment to 7 to 10 days, down from 10. The CDC reported 46 people die per day in the U.S. from overdosing on prescription painkillers. In Maine, the majority of health care is delivered by 5 corporations. They're Maine Health, Maine Medical Center, Eastern Maine Healthcare, Mercy Hospital and Eastern Maine Medical Center, Central Maine Healthcare, Central Maine Medical Center, and Intermed, as well as Martins Point. They provide billions of dollars of healthcare services each year. What do these corporations have in common? According to Dr. Bob Lynch of Portland, South Portland, none has alternative healthcare practitioners on their staff. The only medical center with a chiropractic physician on staff is the Veterans Affairs Hospital at Togus. Why is the public restricted from the opportunity to receive proven alternative healthcare services when they seek pain relief at the facilities owned by these corporations? So why are patients being restricted from the opportunity to receive provenly effective care at these corporations, at these facilities? It boggles my mind, and I'm not going to make a blanket statement about all doctors, about all medical doctors, but listen, when all you've got's a hammer, all you see is a nail. Medical doctors diagnose and treat disease. They use medications and surgery to do so. Occasionally, they'll send people to physical therapy, but otherwise, they've been trained to use medication and surgery. They don't know about the alternatives. When they do, they recommend them, but the majority still don't. So you have to take the law into your own hands, so to speak, and you have to find a chiropractor, an acupuncturist, a massage therapist, and a heating pad that's going to work best for you. You've got to do the work. They don't know where to send you for drug-free help. And just to be sure that you don't misunderstand anything that I'm saying, if you've let yourself go to the point where you don't have any options but medication or surgery, you best go to a medical doctor. These guys and women can help you. They can save your life. There is a time and a place for medicine. There's a time and a place for the medical approach, okay? But before you get to an emergent state where absolutely nothing else will work, you should try an alternative that doesn't involve the risk of medications and surgery. And incidentally, you can co-treat with what the medical doctor is doing and with these formerly alternative medicines. You can use chiropractic and take blood pressure medications. You can get a massage and go to physical therapy. You can get a massage or use chiropractic or use acupuncture while you're taking a medication. It's almost always safe to do so, and it will help your body. These former alternative medicines will help your body heal itself a little bit better in the presence of those medications. It's not going to do you any harm. It may even help your situation with the medical treatment. And keep in mind, what was once considered alternative is now totally mainstream. In fact, when you get premier medical journals and organizations recommending things like chiropractic, acupuncture, and massage before medication, the tables have turned and it should be your first choice. Dr. Lynch further states that after careful review of the research and evidence, the CDC and American Public Health Association are advocates of conservative, non-pharmacological pain treatment alternatives. And including chiropractic services, acupuncture, meditation, yoga, anti-inflammatory diet, and recommendations for exercise. This is according to the Portland Press Herald in 2016. The amount of substance abuse treatment admissions for prescription pain reliever abuse rose sharply from 2.2% to 9.8% between 1998 and 2008. And a federal report recently showed us, and Maine made the very top of the list for having the highest percentage of residents being treated for painkiller addiction. Women, incidentally, have shown higher percentages of pain reliever abuse, rising from 3.5% in 1998 to 13.3% in 2008. And men increased as well over the same period. This is according to Crossroads, Maine. A handful of signs a person you know may be addicted to painkillers. They're taking painkillers in the first place. They repetitively look tired throughout the day and may have droopy eyes. Another sign. They have poor concentration. A lot of times these folks can't focus and they're unreliable. They have a hard time maintaining relationships in social circles. Pinpoint pupils. If their pupils don't enlarge with low light, if they itch a lot, have a flushed face and neck, they nod their head a lot, they're overly mellow, that might be a sign. People in withdrawal may have dilated pupils, vomiting, diarrhea, joint pain and back pain in the legs and back, and insomnia. They may use weird language around friends and coworkers in a way that they try to maintain their secret life. Elusive talk, trying to avoid talking about what they might be doing wrong. The Annals of Internal Medicine published on February 14th of 2017 that all back pain patients should be treated with heat, acupuncture, chiropractic, and massage before using pain pills. This will surely be a great way to help prevent addiction take place in the first place. Prescription drugs are strong. They kill people. They're gateway drugs and they destroy the lives of individuals and families, even when they're prescribed by a doctor. Choose drug-free first. Drug-free care is available if you know. There are statistics that I could go on with for days that show that taking these medications increase your risk of a whole bunch of other problems. Trying massage, trying chiropractic, trying acupuncture first, and in conjunction with one another, not only will likely get you better quicker, but it'll also do so without any risk of addiction, any risk of side effects. It's perfect. The time is now. The change has been made. The recommendations by the American College of Physicians and the Annals of Internal Medicine, they're out there. Choose drug-free first. Don't set yourself up for a situation where you could lose everything by becoming addicted to heavy-duty painkillers or ending up in a situation where you take over-the-counter painkillers like ibuprofen and acetaminophen, which leads to some type of problem, which happens often. Over 100,000 people are hospitalized each year from adverse reactions to things like acetaminophen. And 16.5% of those people end up dying in the hospital. Don't become a statistic.